This is Cradle Radio.
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 This is Cradle Radio,
the home of all things Africa.
Up in the morning every weekday and join Akinloye on Cradle Radio. Wake up in the morning every weekday and join Akinloye on Cradle Radio.
And that's how I say good morning to everybody listening at this very moment in time. This is Canada, as I like to put it. Oh, I didn't do it like I used to. This is Canada. They say it's always better to be late than being the late, as I want to put it in the morning hour. I never even envisaged or even thought of the process of having to shovel snow this morning. And waking up to that reality seems to be a thing that I've forgotten the part of the world that I'm living in. I love that aspect of it. You know, it's a realization of a constant, as I love to put it. My name is Akinloye, and this is Canada, a flagship from Cradle Radio, in which we talk about things as it affects Canada, as I like to put it. And first off, I always like to thank God for the gift of life, for each and every moment that I've been here, each and every moment that I wake up, each and every moment that I can still have the realization that it's not my own, it's not my decision, and it's not about what I think or should be or shouldn't. It's always about the Creator. And I try not to sway nobody into my belief system. No, I'm just giving glory to that being up there that looks after me. I'm appreciative of each and every moment, and I'm appreciative of ever being here to be able to grace this spot, the spotlight, as I like to put it. Having said that, time is fast spent, so we'll go quick to what we have going on today. I wanted to do something that's different, but we'll be right back. Stay with me, don't go nowhere. That aspect in the morning, right? That aspect in the morning. I love it. I love it. I love that aspect. when you have the opportunity of being here, you doesn't know how it feels. It's kind of addictive in a way. A good addiction, as I like to put it. In the morning hour. Don't forget, you can always be a part of this. I want to thank everybody that's been a part of this journey so far. I want to really thank you. I really appreciate you. And for your comments, you know, even if I don't mention all the names involved, right? I know some hardcore fans of mine that would readily sit and just watch and just listen and just go the whole 9 yards with me. You know, I'd like to thank each and every one of you, each and everybody. It's really appreciated. Now, having said that as well, this morning it's going to be quick, but it's going to be informative. That's the way I like to put it. If you were watching through the headlines of what we got going today, you will realize that it's Health Matters this morning, about health, about what's going on around, and about what needs to. I just realized that we've not even connected on Facebook. It's a whole lot of process, people. It's a whole lot of process. We started with the introduction from Cradle Radio 2 years, but thankfully, Facebook is joining in right now, so it's beautiful as well. So I kind of don't even have that ample chance to redo my introduction and all that, but it's one of those things. We're still thankful for the gift of life. We're so thankful for everything, okay? Because people might say, oh, I didn't catch that part, because some people are kind of in tune with my benediction. That part of a day for me, right? It's one of those things. Anyways, if you're just joining us on Facebook Live, welcome aboard. We're on YouTube as well. We're streaming live in there, and we're broadcasting via Cradle Radio. So we're live on 3 different standings. They're solid. We'll try to add more to that in the coming weeks or months. Whew. Oh my God. One of those days that you just want to just tell yourself, I'm not going to do this today, but it's a Monday. And I said to myself, listen, man, instead of having my cup of tea, I'd rather just, go around and be on This Is Canada. This Is Canada is a part of me from Monday through Thursday. As a matter of fact, it's a part of me throughout the whole week. Because I'm still dreaming on Fridays as well. That's an off day. I'm still dreaming about This Is Canada. I'm thinking about what thing might happen on a Monday. And sometimes I'm waking up early on Saturday thinking I should be on the show. It doesn't work like that, right? Working no play makes Jack a dull boy. Working no play makes Akinloye a dull man. A little rest here and there, rejuvenates. Rejuvenates. In the morning hour, if you're watching on the headlines, it says Canada's hard-won victory slips. Which victory? You're going to find out now. Canada's hard-won victory slips. And we're talking health matters this morning, people. Measles elimination status revoked after nearly 30 years. It's a hard-won victory that has slipped. Could still be corrected. And the headline says, Canada's hard-won victory slips. Measles elimination status revoked after nearly 30 years. I want to tell anybody listening now that these headlines are not coming from anywhere else. These are headlines that's tailored for in the studios while my team is tailored for This Is Canada. So it's not if you try to go on possibly on Google to type in this headline, you might not, probably you get it like it's on Cradle Radio. So I want to give credit to the team for doing that. Now this tea is good. It's good for the morning hour. And when I saw this morning, I felt, wow, after 30 years, no case of measles or otherwise. Today we'll bring you a sober public health update. Canada's officially lost its status of measles elimination, a milestone once thought unassailable for nearly 3 decades. Well, to set the stage, in 1998, Canada achieved what was then considered a major public health victory: the interruption of endemic measles transmission, meaning the virus was no longer circulating continuously in the community. The status came after decades of vaccination campaigns, public health efforts, before the measles vaccine arrived in Canada in 1963. Tens of thousands of Canadians were infected each year. Now, that's a brief history for you guys, so you can probably just know that, if you don't have cases of measles in Canada, it was a process that was ongoing from 1963 to 1998 when it was eliminated. And the country had a status of not having it continuously. All right. Now, so why has Canada now lost its status? That's a good question, really, especially in the morning. The status of elimination of the measles virus. Measles elimination. Now, according to the latest announcement by the Public Health Agency of Canada and the Pan-American Health Organization, PAHO, the country has seen sustained measles transmission for more than 12 months, a key marker for elimination loss. The outbreak has involved thousands of cases across multiple provinces, many of which occurred in under-vaccinated communities and tied to travel imported infections. Let's give a brief timeline of the measles story in Canada, okay? So we can have a thorough picture of what we're looking at this morning. Pre-1963, measles was widespread all over Canada. 1963, the vaccines were introduced. 1998, elimination achieved. No continuous endemic spread for 12 months or over. Now, 2024-2025, a major outbreak begins, affecting multiple provinces, many unvaccinated individuals. In 2025, elimination status officially removed. Now, if you care about your health, you probably want to listen this morning. If you are here to contribute, that's definitely welcome. And we're not going into the matter of having to say who brought it or how did it happen. After having elimination status, this is something that comes around with population growth as well. And in terms of population growth, it seems to be something that's maybe missing in some sort of ways. And that's the health implications of having a population boost. I'm not gonna say population explosion because it's not like 10 million people just like that, all right? So it's a population boost. But my thing this morning is what happened to I know, people travel, right? So you probably go around this and that. And if you've been vaccinated for it before, that could probably help. That's just my thinking. Some people are against it, right? Don't come coming for me because you're against vaccination and all that. That's understandable, right? Different strokes for different folks. People might say, no, it's all a horse where you just want to draw people into getting vaccinated over and over again. And this is a very pertinent question, where people will say, if it worked before, how come there's a reemergence of the measles endemic? Which I really, really, really hopefully think I can get an answer for as regards that one from a health professional. And when you have this, does it mean that the vaccination never eradicates it, or how come it reemerged? And my thinking process, my thought process, beg your pardon, I'm thinking, was it that it was subdued before? Or is it that there's a stronger variant of measles that the old vaccination couldn't cater for? Because all of this stuff, it evolves as well. It does evolve. After a certain time, it morphs out. It grows. It gets intelligent. Viruses are living things, right? So you go around and you ask so many questions that needs to be answered. But most importantly, I don't want to blame nobody for this one. I'm just saying, most importantly, should there be a form of system that looks at movement of people from one place to the other, through the airport and all that? Is it that we could have a system where you need to screen people coming into the country? And I'm not saying new immigrants. No, not this moment. We're not going there. I'm just saying travelers, per se. In this day and age where technology seems to be about AI, I hopefully think people can utilize that AI system in a really productive way, because everything I go on my social media handles, everything is AI. It's annoying, people. It's really annoying. Even my editing portal, right? All of a sudden they go like, "Oh yeah, we can do AI." Listen, man, I edit my stuff. I'm okay with it. I'm not looking for a shortcut. But everything is about AI. In this day and time of AI, is there no such thing that could be created as a screening process, especially because people around this part of the world, especially Canadians, right? We love to travel. We love to explore. We love to go into different remote areas of the world, having to want to leave I don't want to spoil nobody's holiday, so I'm trying to find a subtle word for that. Having to leave in remote places, on uncharted territory. That's a good way to go about it. Uncharted territory. We love to go into all of these places, and while we're there, we want to be there to explore things that we might have seen on TV, and things we might probably not be opportune to experience in our spot, in our country. Now, don't forget, this is a live show, and it's happening right now. Hence live stream, hence the whole package. And another thing about it is, when we have such a discuss, or this is not even a banner. This is a discussion, a real health value discussion. When we have all of this, one thing that comes in mind is the fact that what happened to us having to do the right thing? What happened to us having to just being able to man our stations in a way that makes it productive? And I'm talking about the health matters right now. You go to Pearson, which is the closest to me. I know there's so many airports in Canada. You go to Pearson, which is probably the busiest of all airports in Canada. I'm not saying out of the top of my head, I'm just thinking. This is not like there's a statistical data that shows it's the busiest. So, because sometimes people get distracted with the nuances of talks and all stuff like this. So Pearson, for me, is one of the busiest in all of Canada. And I remember coming back in my country the other day, and there's no screening of some sorts. I believe the health ministry does, or probably, and don't fact check me on this, I'm not sure, but I believe the health ministry would have a department at all airports, not only for emergency cases, but stationed personnel in all airports in Canada. Now, if you're there, and I know sometimes a lot of people, a lot of officers, and a lot of departments, and a lot of ministries complain about financing. And when you're there, what readily happens is these ministries, and I'm not talking on their behalf, I'm just saying things that I've read over time, in the due course of time. This departments might not have the funding that they deserve to have to make this sort of endemic to be curtailed right from the doorstep. Yeah, the doorstep, that's right. And I'm not talking about airports alone. I'm talking about seaports as well right now. I'm talking about all forms of connection to the outside world, especially when people coming in. Even land borders as well. Some form of screening that could screen if somebody's been exposed to measles. That's right. In this day and age where we have screening that can identify people who've been in contact with coca, that shit that people snort out their noses. Pardon my profanity, pardon my, my vulgarity, and just bear with me. This is matured radio, people. We got things that we could use to identify people who have come in contact with illicit product. What happened to, and during COVID, I think there was a process of checking as well, in which we can identify if somebody is, the temperature is high. So what are the symptoms of somebody that's been exposed to measles, of somebody who's got measles? What are those symptoms? And those are the things that needs to be, because now, and I'm not teaching nobody anything, I'm just saying, if you're coming into most places of the world right now, you just walk through those airports. Can we have some sort of screening that can screen people even while passing to say, no, he's been exposed, no, that person has been exposed, so that we can quarantine those people at least for a certain number of days, in which we flush out their system, where the authorities, now I'm not saying I'm not the one that's going to do it, the authorities can flush out that system and make them healthier before getting into the populace. And human rights activists might say, that's an infringement on your human rights and all that. How humane are you when you're carrying something that would affect the entire populace? Because sometimes you guys got to think as well. You got to use your brains as well. And I'm not trying to insult nobody. I'm just trying to tell you, sometimes drastic actions calls for drastic measures. A thing that's not been in the news for over 30 years. 30 years, that's right. The last time it was heard of, elimination was achieved in 1998. Elimination. No continuous endemic spread for 12 months or over. But right now in 2025, a major outbreak is in the loom. Elimination. My Canada. I can't speak if it's your Canada, but it's my Canada. My beautiful Canada. My conscious Canada has got its elimination status for measles endemic removed after 30 years with all the technology we have. In 1998, they don't even have the kind of technology we have right now. All right? In 1963, when the vaccine was introduced, there was no technology like that of what we have this day and age. We didn't have that. No, we didn't have that. But now in the jet age where everything seems to be more technological than anything, with apparatus, and you go to hospitals that are computerized. You go to hospitals that can self-operate. We cannot place stuff are entry points to identify who's got measles. I don't want to believe it's an airborne thing. People might say, yeah. Due to the fact that I was a science student back in the day as well, there's some viruses that are contact based. Because there's some viruses that are contact based. You got to contact somebody who has it, or being in close proximity with somebody who's got it. So it spreads more like that, rather than it being like, oh yeah, somebody put it in the air and everybody having to get measles of some sort at all time. Now, Canada at one point once celebrated elimination of measles. Now we're facing an urgent call to action. A public health milestone we achieved in 1998 is not irretrievable. For restoring it will take renewed effort, vigilance, and community vaccine commitments. Vaccine. I'm always on the fence with stuff like this, because I remembered back in and don't get me wrong, I was vaccinated as a kid for this as well. So I'm not going to say people shouldn't go for it, because people tend to misquote people. But while you think left, that people thinking right as well. During COVID, some got vaccines and some didn't. And somebody will say, there was nothing like that. That's a whole propaganda on its own, because a whole lot of people would say there was nothing like that. Oh yeah, there was COVID, people. Don't let's be stupid this way. Was COVID. People would manufacture that virus, what they did. So don't let's go around thinking, oh yeah, no. Could the body system heal it? Oh, well, I think so. That's just my thought process. But we're not talking about COVID today. We're talking about measles. Measles. You never hear this on Prime Radio, television, elsewhere, but on Cradle Radio. We think outside the box, people. We just want people to be healthy. My thought and my hope and my prayer is that Canada is one day sits on top of the world. Am I over asking? I don't know. That's my prayer for my country. That's my prayer for my Canada. You sit on top of the world with the right leaders. All right? Not clowns. With the right leaders, people that can steer the ship of this country in its right path. I really want to have that. Well, it's one of those days where you just want to know so many things about how did it work, which part of Canada has the largest, and that's one of the things that I want to have this morning as well. Which part of Canada has the largest percentage of outbreak as of now? Which part? I'm just gonna ask my best friend right here. Which part of Canada has the largest percentage of outbreak? I'll put it that way. It's just one of the things that you want to know. I'm just curious, and I'm not trying to label anyway. I'm just trying to say, listen, if you got kids, because younger kids, younger infants and younger ones are prone to having this because they mix a lot, right? And another thing is, if you probably are seeing signs of that on your child, you do the most respectable thing to do, which is let that kid stay at home. Don't just let that kid go back to school to go infect other kids. Kids are quick to grab all of this. They play around. They're in the playground. They're running after each other and all that. But as the largest outbreak for now, I just want to know. And you might just be surprised which one has got it. You might just be surprised which one has got it. Sometimes there's a website that even went as far as saying 6 babies with unvaccinated mothers born with measles in Canada. And that was in June. My, oh my. You don't want to even know this, but I'm going to tell you. You have a right to know. Ontario has reported more than 1,000 confirmed measles cases since the outbreak began in October of 2024. Over 1,000. A large portion of these cases are concentrated in southwestern Ontario. In public health regions such as Southwestern Public Health, Southern Oxford County. Listen real good this morning. It's a piece of information that might just help you out. Elgin County and St. Thomas. He says that the outbreak was triggered by an internationally imported case in New Brunswick in October 2024 and spread into Ontario and other provinces. Most infections are among individuals who are unvaccinated or under-vaccinated, and the spread is currently centered in communities with lower immunity. Man, like I knew it. It's all about, we love to travel. We love to travel. We love to travel. And once we like that sense of importance or that relaxation, so to say, that relaxation of, you know what, I'm just gonna enjoy my vacay. Well, in Ontario, as of June 24 this year, Ontario reported a total number of 2,212 cases. And earlier on, we were talking about 2024 when it first got in. 2024, now in 2025, we have a case of a reported total of 2,212 cases. That's 1,898 confirmed and 314 probable associated with the outbreak that began as of 2024 in October. By July, of 2025, our total had risen. The total, and I'm talking from June 24 to July 2nd, 2025, the same year, the outbreak had risen to 2,223 cases, with 1,910 confirmed and plus 313 probable in 22 public health units. And those are only the reported ones. Only the reported ones. The outbreak is characterized by spread among under-immunized individuals and communities. We said that earlier on, so stop emphasizing that, on and on and on like that. Alberta, as of June 28, 2025, Alberta reported a total number of 1,149 confirmed cases. Other provinces, a national summary shows that by April 12 of 2025, a total of 347 cases, 278 confirmed and 69 probable, were reported by 3 jurisdictions: Manitoba, Ontario, and Quebec. Ontario currently has the largest outbreak of measles in Canada. Boom.
Wake up in the morning every weekday and join Akinloye on Cradle Radio.
The hotspots of measles in Canada. Hotspot of measles in Canada is currently the province of Ontario. Don't like to say it, but the fact needs to be said. It needs to be said. Ontario. So if you got kids out there today or individuals that might be showing signs of this endemic, I would implore each individual to, take care. Administrators in schools as well. Please kindly just be on the watch out. We don't want the whole schools to be shut down because of this. endemic, as I'll put it. We don't want people send their kids to school so that they can experience a school life. Don't want to go into definition of reasons for sending your kids to school, but any parent who sends their kids to school want their kids to come back home. You know, with a few bruises, it's okay, but not with symptoms of an endemic. Well, you know what I mean. So probably let's all be on the watch out for that. Healthcare has a lot of work to do this morning, and not only from this morning. I bet they've been on their toes for that. And I'm not trying to just boost your ego. I'm just telling you guys, you gotta lock up. You got a lot of work up your sleeves. You have a lot of work. If you need to employ more professionals, you had better do it before this gets out of hand. Before it gets out of hand. What we're talking about today. If you're just joining in, we're about rounding off the show. But hopefully you caught up with where the last bits and pieces of it. Canada's hard-won victory slips. Measles elimination status revoked after nearly 30 years. Canada's hard-won victory. A victory that was won in 1998. A journey we started in 1963. Now it's been toppled over in 2025. Why would that happen? Would they call it negligence on the part of the assigned authorities? They should be in check of this. I don't know. But one thing that's for sure, we have this around us right now. Our nickel skyrocket out of hand if care is not taken. I sincerely hope we'll just take care as regards what needs to be taken care of. I really hope that is in the works. I really hope that we can have a situation that allows that to be curtailed or checked, as the case may be. I love doing this every day. I love doing it every morning. Don't forget, this is Canada. It's broadcast live from the Cradle Studios of Cradle Radio. And each and every moment that we come on air, we're blessed to have people that are conscious enough to want to listen and be a part of this. Now, to be a part of this, all you got to do is join our social media handles. On Facebook, we are Cradle Radio. Cradle, C-R-A-D-L-E. We are Cradle Radio, like you see on your screens right now. And if you're on YouTube, it's Cradle Radio as well. If you're on all the social media handles, we are Cradle Radio right there. Join in, and you could be a part of this. And then in coming weeks and months, we will be introducing telephone calls into the studios where you could have your say as well. I told myself, listen, we'll build that representation, we'll build that listenership to a certain level, a certain degree. Then we go, boom, with live telephone calls. So hurry up and join in, because regular callers will be taken into consideration as well. Okay? I really do hope authorities put this in check. Airports, seaports, and land borders as well. If we can have that, I believe that we can at least curtail this. And what happened to those things that people just go by and you can find out whether they've been exposed to measles? I really want to know about that as well. Those are the things that you expect from a first world country. I'm not saying we're not getting there. I'm just saying we need to have a lot of work to do to get there. My name is Akin Lawyer. We'll do same tomorrow morning at the set time. And while doing that, just keep yourself safe. It's slippery out there, guys. I don't know about your side. Some sides in Canada, some parts of Canada might not have it. I woke up with a snow pile this morning. One of those days that I say to myself, when am I going to be that billionaire that I want to be so that I could just move? I could be a snowbird. Go somewhere that's sunny and shiny. Yeah, that's right. Just still waiting on that time. Hopefully God hears my prayer this year. All right, it's been a pleasure doing this. We'll do same tomorrow morning. And don't forget, it's always better when you do things that are right. Consider everybody in your disposition and in your actions and all things that you do. Things like, if you know your kid has got symptoms of measles, please go see a a medical practitioner with that could probably just help out in eradicating that. Please don't spread the virus. Don't spread that to other people. Let's just try to just be considerate in all that we do. My name is Akinloye. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. All right, until then, be safe. Guys, don't drive drastically insane on the road. It's slippery. I told you. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Wake up in the morning every weekday and join Akinloye on Cradle Radio.
This is 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 Cradle Radio.
The home of all things Africa.